Hello everyone, this is Alison from Halton Food. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. We've been getting a lot of questions about how we've been running our event this week, so I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. So first thing you need is a cell phone, and then I've got my wonderful selfie stick so I can do all these cool things like show you my setup. Holy moly, there's a lot of technology happening here. I also happen to have like British birds on the television for the cats. So I'm gonna flip this around and show you exactly what I've got going. As the IT tech garden guru person, I've been coordinating all the behind the scenes stuff. You see me pop up every once in a while, but for the most part, I'm making sure things are running and things don't crash. The only thing that doesn't seem to be working is my work computer. It's crashing nonstop. So let's see what I've got going. All right, so back up even more. Lots going on here. So table, comfy chair, of course. So I've got my laptop. I've got the external keyboard for clickety-click stuff. My mouse. I've got headphones, because I find it just gets rid of a lot of the background noise, and unfortunately with a lot of Zoom you get tinniness, so then I'm able to hear the speakers, clarify where possible if somebody has a question, and then I'm also talking with a couple of people behind the scenes. I've got my external monitor, so this is going to serve a couple of purposes here. I actually am able to see the live view, so what you guys are seeing in the event portal, except of course I'm the administrator, so I'm doing all the trolling messages in the background, reminding people what's happening, when, where, that sort of deal. I'm also sending these newsletters out here, kind of a reminder of what's going on today. Yep, learned how to add a hyperlink at the bottom. This has definitely been like learn on the fly situation, but I think it's worked out quite fantastic. So 14 people online right now, which is great. So that's the live view. We use Microsoft Teams. So in the background, I've got the Excel sheet open so this is the overall schedule. So we'll jump to Friday here. Who is hosting? So introducing the actual speaker in session. Our co-host, that'll be the person kind of running technology in the background. But once the host, their video turns off, we're also monitoring chats and any technical issues in the background. We know we've had a lot of questions, especially when it comes to MacBooks with this system. Need to use Chrome. Then we also have like a backup, an Excel sheet of, our Zoom meeting, the passcode, the ID. Did it actually get added into this system here via the administrative panel, which is what I have access to? Yeah, sorry, lots of scrollies. Who it was added by? Yep, sometimes that happens. Did we send an email to the speaker? So that's being pretty helpful, just dropping that in. A quick reference for the email. And then, of course, because we're a small nonprofit, we've got some statistics that we have to submit to the region. But like any good event, you should always be doing an evaluation. So we do everything via Zoom. So that's down here on my laptop, as opposed to the shared screen, because I've got my camera here, which I definitely will be upgrading. And like this whole thing here. Feed loop, so that's our event portal. So if we go over to sessions, anytime now, anytime. If we click on a session, it will tell you exactly how many people are watching just through this. So we're recording that number. And then we've also been broadcasting live to Facebook. So that's where my iPad comes in. I have that going, making sure that it is actually live. And then I can kind of minimize that screen and monitor any chat that's happening there. So then I can take questions, add it over to Zoom, take questions from in here. Sometimes you might see a chat box pop up here. Sometimes you don't. So then we copy questions from this chat and add it into the Zoom and it'll show up here. But that's not always the case. So constantly monitoring that during a session. And if we go back here, total attendance, and then kind of keeping track, has a thank you email being sent out? Does it include a link to the YouTube channel that's private? And then are we actually allowed to share that publicly after the event? Because some of our speakers have requested not to. What else can I show you? Over here, when we're about to start a session, we've got to do some background stuff. We need to, what is called enable stream. So right before we go live, you're going to see, this image here changed to like the waiting room image of Zoom. So that means it's ready to rock and roll. But in order for you to see things, I have to actually click it in order to be live. So that's why I have this here open. It'd be nice to have like, another screen going. But that's kind of the behind the scenes of when we're running. When I'm presenting, I will have this also going, but it's merely just for my own, micromanaged, my own monitoring of the system, making sure that's live. But I'll focus just on Zoom. And then I have an external microphone. I have found that my earbuds, the microphone's just not great. I do realize that I have a younger sounding voice, but with the filter, it drops the pitch slightly, so it's easier on the ears, and it also gets rid of some of this and pops that you might hear through like a cell phone. So that's my setup. I've got a nice boom arm so I can actually bring it right over top. There are a fair number of other things going on in the background. I mean, I do a lot of the media creation, so we use the Adobe system, specifically Adobe Spark and Illustrator, to create the graphics, just because I do graphic design. So these are the systems that I was taught on. I know how to use InDesign, PowerPoint. When we're actually uploading the videos, we're using something called Adobe Rush. So there's Adobe Premiere Rush. This one you do have to pay for, but it's cloud-based, which means if good old computer conks out, I can still have access to it. It means my coworkers can access it. Same with Adobe Spark up here. Instead of Illustrator just being on my computer, which I use for like posters and banners, that type of graphic design, social media is created on Adobe Spark. And then, like Alicia and Alex, they're able to go in. Helen can, look at the template. She can create a copy of what I've put together for all the different color schemes. I've made sure to select specific fonts, spacing, how images are to be placed. This is a good example here. So we've got a square image, but the corners are rounded, and then different placement. If we don't have a picture, then we use one of these templates here. But yeah, again, this is all shared with staff, so it's easy access. Once it's being created, then of course we drop it into Teams, into a shared folder. So we've got Halton Garden Week, a folder just for branding, presentation resources, and recordings. Once the presentation is done, You know, Helen or Andrea, they've got slightly faster computer than me. So it gets downloaded and it goes into file here. Then I can open this in Rush, or Helen can open it. Take the image here, how not to suck with succulents, for example, download that, put it together as a complete video, and then upload it to the event portal here. So as an example, I'll just go back here. So there, we've downloaded the cover from Adobe Spark. We've got a template just for YouTube thumbnails. Oops. And then once you go through, see, it just transitions right into the actual video. But yeah, lots going on. I mean, there's a ton of Excel sheets, but what I really love is our ongoing chat. While we're in a session, if there's any issue, we have a group chat with our team, which, you know, is not a huge team. There's 4 of us that all work part-time. And then we've got a high school volunteer, Alex, amazing. But we can have those conversations in here. This is also a great record for when something goes wrong. We chat about it, we drop it in here, and then at the end of this entire week, I'll be able to start going through, combing out all the information, putting it into reports, because I'm going to be creating a huge report because I like to do that. I like to know, you know, next year, what did we do right? What did we do wrong in the previous year? Because without that feedback, we can't improve. So I hope you've enjoyed my little mini tour of how we are running Halton Garden Week. Thank you so much. Bye.